So, is your website quietly scaring potential customers away? Well, the truth is, web design is evolving faster than ever. And what looked fresh even just 3 years ago is going to look outdated today. Hi there, it's Adrian from Numero Uno Web Solutions. And in this video, I'm going to show you the 5 biggest web design trends for 2026. And more importantly, how you can apply them to make your website look modern, trustworthy, and built to convert. So let's go. Okay, first up is AI-driven personalization. More businesses are moving beyond generic websites and using AI to tailor the experience for each visitor. Think Netflix-style recommendations, but instead it's for your products or your service or even your blog content. Now, why does this matter? People are more likely to buy when the website feels like it gets them. That personal touch is going to hit that nerve that's going to increase the chances that the visitor will convert into a lead or to a customer. So, how do you do it? You can use tools like Adobe Target, Optimizely, or even Shopify plugins that can help you test personalized experiences without coding from scratch. Okay, trend number 2 is voice user interfaces. So, with more voice assistants like Siri and Alexa everywhere, people are getting comfortable talking to devices. So expect to see more websites with built-in voice navigation. Think, find me the closest coffee shop, or where can I buy a used guitar? So how to use it? If you run an e-commerce store, adding a voice search plugin or optimizing your site for voice SEO is going to make your business more accessible to voice search. Next up is micro animations. Now, these are small but powerful interactions, like a button that gently expands when you hover, or a form that shakes if you miss a field. Now, why does this matter? Well, they guide the user without overwhelming them. It can bring to light your call to action without just shouting it in your face. So, how to use it? Well, there are libraries like Lottie or Framer Motion that makes it simple to add smooth and lightweight animations that don't slow your site down. And that's really important because you don't want to add animations or video that's going to cause lag or your site speed to drop, because that will then negatively affect your SEO. Okay, fourth is dark mode and accessibility focused design. Users now expect websites to be easy on the eyes and usable by everyone. In fact, over 80% of smartphone users say they prefer apps with dark mode options. So how to use it? Consider offering a toggle between light and dark. And more importantly, always use high contrast text at all tags for screen readers. Accessibility isn't just ethical, it expands your audience. There's also ADA or AODA compliance if you're in Canada. You want to make sure that your buttons and your text are popping properly, that you're not having, for example, light gray text on a dark gray background. It's very difficult to see. Not only is that against AODA or ADA compliance, it's also tough for your customers to see. And look, especially if your demographic might be in the older group and they're reading it on a phone like this, far away or close up, you need to make sure that you are showing it properly on screen, and it should be responsive, showing properly on any screen, desktop, tablet, smartphone. Okay, now before I get to the 5th and final trend, I want you to remember, if you're liking this video, hit that like button below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Okay, finally, we have 3D and augmented reality, or AR. This is especially big in retail, in real estate, and product-based businesses. So imagine letting a customer rotate your product in 3D or preview how a piece of furniture looks in their living room before they buy. So how to use it? Well, there are tools like Shopify AR, 3.js, or Sketchfab that make this more affordable than ever. Even a simple 3D viewer can make your website look cutting edge. Look, we even recently did a website for a client that wanted a virtual tour of their location. So we hired a real estate photographer with Matterport capabilities, and it turned out great. So there you have it. 5 web design trends for 2026. AI-driven personalization, voice user interfaces, micro animations, dark mode and accessibility, and 3D AR integration. Now, the key takeaway is that you really don't need to use all of them. If you're doing a new website design, pick one or two that make sense for your business and implement them well. And that's how you're going to stand out. And if you need advice on it and you have a web designer or developer, ask them for the advice. Because sometimes, one of these pieces of advice isn't going to work specifically for your business, while others you might not realize is going to make a huge difference in your web design, which is going to make a huge difference in your SEO and your website conversions. Look, if you found this helpful, I want you to hit like, drop a comment telling me which trend you're most excited to try. And if you want more great advice on how to make your website more appealing to your visitors, then I want you to head over here and watch this video.